Welcome to Investigation Video Editor. In this tutorial, I will explain what the Investigation Video Editor information watermarks are and why they are useful in our industry. I will also show you how to set them up and apply them to the final video you create with IVE. The IVE information watermarks are really used in two different ways. The first way is to use the camera folder name, or CAF for short, by itself. When the CAF option is selected, this will display whatever is written in the camera folder window on the video. The second way to use the information watermarks is to use the CAF and the video clip name, or CLPN for short, together. When these two options are used together, they will display the folder that the video clip can be found in outside of IVE and the name of the video clip for easy referencing. I will explain this way of using the reference watermarks in further detail later in this tutorial. Before I explain how to use the watermarks, let us first start by choosing your information watermark designs. To do this, in the Settings area at the side of the screen, select the Settings for Timestamp button. When the window opens up, click on the CAF and CLPN settings button. This will change the window over to the video clip information settings. Now, just like you can adjust your IVE timestamp, you can do the same for the information watermarks. You can choose the font, size, and placement of the watermarks. You can even make them a little transparent so that they are not as predominant on the screen as the timestamp. When you have them both all set, don't forget to hit apply. Sometimes, and for some clients, displaying information on the screen may be beneficial, such as the surveillance day or location where video was taken at. Or if it is an important day, such as a holiday, or a day that is significant to the subject, such as their birthday, or a surveillance day where there is an appointment. With IVE, you can now display text on the screen that is relevant to the video or the file. For example, I may want to display day 1, day 2, day 3, etc. on the video. That way when the client reviews the video, they know which day of surveillance it is. Or you could list if the day is unique. Then the viewer could associate the actions in the video to the day. Another way to use this camera folder name information watermark is to separate your videos into locations and then add the video from the different locations into their own folders within IVE. If you have the locations separated into their own camera folders within IVE, you can then type the location names and addresses in the camera folder window and have that text displayed on the video while it is playing. This will let the viewer know where they are currently observing the subject in the video. Just remember that whatever you write in the window will be applied to all the videos in the entire folder. If you want to have different titles showing on different video files, you simply need to create another camera folder within IVE and separate the videos. So now, as the viewer watches the video, they could have some context about the day, activity in the video, or a location where the video was taken at. The second way to use the IVE information watermarks is to use the camera folder name and video clip name together. In some cases, the viewer of a prepared surveillance video may want to know which investigator or which camera took a certain video clip. This need may be more common when multiple investigators and cameras were used during a file. The viewer may also want to find a specific original video file or files that were used in the project. And opening a folder containing all of the individual video files and finding the specific one they want may be a daunting task. A viewer may need to find a specific video file or files for legal reasons to verify if any altering was done to them. So being able to find them quickly would be beneficial. IVE can help with these situations. With the IVE information watermarks, you can add text to the video, such as the investigator who took the video or what camera was used. You can also add the video file names to the final video, which will change for every clip that was used in the project, so that the viewer will know which video file they are currently viewing when they are watching the prepared video file. And to use the two information watermarks together, first I have to organize my out-of-camera videos outside of IVE. The way I'm going to organize and label the folders in this tutorial is just a suggestion. You can organize and label your folders and video files any way you choose. I had a surveillance file that was done where 3 cameras were used. Investigator 1's main camera and Investigator 1's covert camera. And there was also an Investigator 2 and they only used their main camera. And I have added only the video that was taken from those 3 different cameras into the 3 different folders. Again, you could label these folders any way you like or need to. If you wanted to use employee names or employee numbers, whatever works for you. Now, back in IVE, I have created 3 camera folders and added the videos from the 3 folders I created outside of IVE for the different cameras and placed them into these 3 different folders. Next, I have to simply label the camera folders within IVE with the corresponding names of the folders from which I imported the video files outside of IVE. Folder 1 is Investigator 1. Folder 2 is Investigator 1 Covert. And folder 3 is Investigator 2. And lastly, all I have to do is apply the checks for the camera folder name and video clip name to all 3 folders. And that is it. This will display what camera folder you could find a certain video clip in and the video file's name outside of IVE. In order for all the information watermarks to be correct and working together, the camera folders within IVE must be labeled the same as the corresponding folders outside of IVE. Let me demonstrate how this now works. When a viewer is watching a prepared surveillance video, they may want to know the exact video clip they are viewing. And they may want to find the specific out-of-camera video file or files to see if any part of them have been altered. With the IVE information watermarks now displayed on the video, the viewer will then know precisely what video file they need to check. They can either request that video file, or, If they have been provided with all of the out-of-camera video files in correctly labeled folders, they could easily find the file they need very quickly. And that is it. It is that easy with IVE. This tutorial was intended to show you how the information watermarks work. The text and labeling I used were just examples of how you can organize videos. You have the ability to add any text you wish to your prepared video file with IVE, which will inform the viewer of any pertinent information about the file. If you have any questions about the IVE information watermarks or need any assistance setting them up for your IVE projects, do not hesitate to contact us at team@investigationve.com. Thank you for watching.